If you want to build a five-star customer service culture, even without a big team, this video is for you. You see, a great product is not good anymore. Like, it's not enough. These days, if your customer experience is okay, people won't return and they are most likely not going to refer you to their friends and families. It's as simple as that. So in this video, I will show you how to create a service culture that keeps customers loyal, gets people talking, and then turns your team into a brand building machine. Yes, that's what we are going to do. So, have you ever walked into a place like a restaurant, a boutique, a gym, and it's like everything was fine technically? You know what I mean? There was nothing wrong with a product or service, but something still felt off. The product is good, the location is clean, but the energy, the care, it just was not there. Like something was missing. Now flip that, okay? You walk into a place where it's like the service blew you away, where the team made you feel like the most important person in the room. Like, I know I've experienced that myself. And that's the difference a strong service culture makes. And the good news, you don't need you don't need a giant team or a fancy system to build it. You just need the right mindset and a few key habits, which we are going to uncover. So by the end of this video, you will know how to train your team to handle tough customer moments with confidence, okay? Create low-cost, high-impact service moments people remember. And finally, build a culture where five-star service is not forced. It's actually automatic. It's something that is expected. It becomes part of who you are as an organization. And I've seen this work firsthand across businesses from multiple industries, including healthcare, dry cleaning, higher education, and even family-owned cafes. It works everywhere. So the business owners and leaders who win the customer loyalty these days are not always the ones with the biggest teams or fancy tech. They are the ones who lead with care, who coach their team, not just hire them because they know hiring is just not enough, and then who turn small service moments into big, memorable brand moments. That is huge. And once the culture clicks, which you can feel when you work in a place, you will begin to know the impact that makes in your business. So let's get right into it. The first thing you need to do is to really empower your front line. Let me give you an example here. One dry cleaner I worked with had an attendant named Marco. A customer came in one day furious because her order was missing 2 items. I mean, pretty legitimate. You can only imagine that I would be worried too. But Marco didn't flinch. He calmly said, "I'm really sorry. We dropped the ball. Let me get those for you now. And for the inconvenience, here's a voucher for your next cleaning." Wow. See, she left smiling and came back 2 more times that week. Why? Because Marco had permission to solve problems without checking with a manager. And I mean, how do you feel yourself as a consumer when you hear, "Let me check with my manager"? You see, when you empower your team to make it right on the spot, you build speed, trust, and ownership with your customer, and your staff feels proud of the brand they represent. I mean, that is huge. That is purpose. You see, yes, one of the most overlooked moves in customer service and in business in general, follow up after the transaction. This should not be a canned email or a personal, it should be a personal, thoughtful message. There's a local mechanic I know personally that I use very well, and after every oil change, they text you asking, "Just wanted to check in, was everything smooth? Any feedback for us?" And I mean, that tiny message says a lot. You know, it says you matter beyond the sale. And it's one of the reasons why they've been able to build that client base they have right now. That's like 90% all word of mouth. This works. So you can start doing this too. I mean, every week you or your team reach out to 1 or 2 customers. It doesn't have to be long. Just make it human. Just create a connection with your customers. And finally, you need to celebrate the wins internally. Most business owners and leaders only talk to their team about the service when things go wrong. Why don't we flip that? Why don't you focus on calling out the good too? Call out the good stuff. I worked with a retail manager who started a service star board in the break room. And every time a customer complimented an employee, their name went up. I mean, you can only imagine what happened after a month, right? Staff now started competing to get on that board. people rise to what you praise. So if you want service to be part of your culture, make recognition a part of your routine, make it part of who you are as an organization. I mean, let's not overcomplicate this. It's really that simple. You must first understand what great service is and what great service is not. It's not about being robotic or using script saying have a nice day or thank you. It's about building habits that say we don't just serve, we care, and we prove it. So all you have to do really is to empower your team, follow up with care, and celebrate the wins. So here's your action step for this week. Pick one of these to try this week, then watch what happens to your team and your customers. And hey, if it works, drop a comment below and tell me what changed.